It's about 9 paces wide. It's not severe, but it is slightly raised.
Ali Whitaker in Australia, Jamie Spence alongside me in the commentary box. Out on the course watching this penultimate pair is Iona Stephen. Iona, very good afternoon. Nice still afternoon as well for a walk round Royal Troon.
It certainly is, Richard. What a day to be alive. Sunday of a major at Royal Troon. It was a wee bit dreich this morning, but it's starting to brighten up out here actually, and it's really nice. There's spectators all along this fence trying to catch a glimpse of these final groups going out. It is really a spectacular day. There's hardly any wind at all. Totally different day today. These players will be looking to try and get a score on the way out, and then the wind might pick up as they come back on the way in. And it's Suwannapura second to play. She's got a flick in here. It's 102 to the pin. Ball slightly below her feet and the pin's back 23-5 from the left.
Open stance, just trying to hold it off. Okay. We'll hope for better than that.
First look today at the postage stamp, the par 3/8. Uedo's having a fabulous day.
Most difficult hole on the golf course. 114 yards, that's a stunner. It's only 9 paces wide where that flag is. Great.
PGA Tour. All that's really been missing from the resume from Minjee Lee is a major championship.
On the tee from Germany, Sophia Popov.
Well, she's been sleeping on her first major league. A player who's never won on the LET, the LPGA, Symetra Tour. Well, how about winning one of those at the biggest stage?
Steady, steady. No. Oh.
Well, just what she didn't want.
Masson for the birdie at the first. It's tracking. That's a good start. Always nice to get your first putt right by the hole, get the speed of the greens. They have speeded up a little bit, not that much. They're still pretty slow.
Momoko Ueda at 8. Two-time winner on the LPGA. Both in Japan. Nicely done. Another birdie in the mix. Takes her to 4 under the card. 15 times a winner in her native country.
That's Suwannapura after that. Well, a different wedge shot. 20-footer. Bit of left to right here. Bold effort.
All right, good cut. Just moves a little more. It's just riding up that ridge.
Jennifer Song, she's on the comeback. So on the range earlier in the week, she was absolutely ripping it. And she is not out of it, Richard.
Well, she was seemingly out of it, but birdied 3 of her last 5 holes yesterday. She's birdied 2 of her first 5 this afternoon. Inbee Park has got herself to 2 over par now as well, and that could be getting better as well. Just birdied this par 5 6th, so that would be for a 4th birdie of this final round. And the leader in a spot of bother. We saw Austin Ernst make a
Welcome back. Final round of the AIG Women's Open at Royal Troon. Minjee Lee at the first. Missed fairway. Up ahead to the 7th, Minjee. Joins a big group now at 1 over par. 4th place. So Sophia Popov having to come out sideways from the fairway bunker she found with her tee shot. This her 3rd. Nicely done that, left to try and save par then at the opening hole. Fellow German Caroline Masson up ahead at the 2nd, parred the 1st hole.
Yep, good one.
And just releases through the front of that green. Drop back to the 1st. Minjee Lee sizing up her birdie attempts. Just a reminder, if you want to watch the European Tour and the ISPS Hand Up Wales Open final round, that's over on the red button right now, and also Sky Sports Mix.
There's a little bit of work left in that one coming back as well, but par at best for Minjee Lee.
Suwannapura here, 2nd shot. Perfect angle. That's good now. A really good birdie chance.
So what's your instinct, Laura? What do you think we're going to see this afternoon?
Well, the form, I said when I was with Sarah, is obviously Minjee Lee, but you'd have to be pulling for Popov because it would be some story. But Inby Park, Jamie just said it, this is the one you really don't want marching up the leaderboard. And that's a scary, scary pin today back there on number 8.
It's the most difficult hole today, Laura.
Doesn't surprise me. I mean, there's I think probably 10 yards officially, but from that tee, it looks a lot less than 10 yards across that back.
Well, I paced it. I got little legs as well. 9 paces.
Big moment for Sophia Popov already.
Up the hill, slow.
Well, not a bogey through 18 holes yesterday. It's a dropped shot at the 1st for the overnight leader.
Masson with a 2nd look at birdie here. She gave the 1st putt of the day a good chance, coming back across the green with a touch of left to right.
Well, we can't hear the cheers and roars of the fans, but the Seagulls are certainly trying to make up for it, aren't they?
Much calmer day for them today as well. They've been struggling the last few days with all that wind, and Minjee holds out for her par, so that gap is 2 to her as well as Jasmine, the group in front.
Remember, she bogeyed that 18th last night. Thought it was a bit of a fatal blow for Inby Park.
For a birdie. There's been quite a few birdies over the last 20 minutes on this hole, and there's another one. It's still the most difficult hole, but maybe just calming down a little bit, Laura. They're just a bit better. I don't know.
I don't know. That would scare me, that pin position. But you say 8, 9 paces of your little legs.
9 paces of my little legs. That's not far,
That is a small green, isn't it?
Three bunkers with open mouths down this fairway. Can you dodge the gap between them or fly? You can certainly fly the left one if you hit a good one. birdie opportunity if you can find the fairway. And Minjee Lee with her 3-wood. When she hits it, stays hit.
There are a few people on that tee, Ken. They're standing up the other side of the fence, so quite legal. Now, Suwannapura, this to get within 1. Didn't putt great yesterday, but said she needs to tidy it up today. Oh, that's a good putt.
Popoff hits most of her shots with a draw. That's her natural shot, a little bit of right to left, gets the ball running out. This really takes all the bunkers out of play, a 3-wood.
That's another one left. This time at least she avoids the bunker. And if you're wondering why you saw some spectators there, that's because they're just standing on the beach. That's outside the boundary of the golf course. It's an edgy start, fair to say, not surprisingly.
Yeah, it would worry me a little bit. A couple of big draws there, first 2 shot. Bit pumped up on the first, reached the bunker, and another big draw there. Wants to straighten that out pretty quick, I'd say.
This for a 5th birdie of the front 9 for Ueda.
Oh, there's a cricket down at Southampton, I think, today, isn't there? That's a wide, that one. Very unusual to see a misread like that.
Yeah, it was only line and pace kept that one out, Laura.
Now, come on, Emily. Steady start, 1 birdie, 3 pars. Make that 2 birdies and 3 pars. Very nice.
Well, there's a lot of players within reach of 2nd place. 18 players starting the day 5 strokes away from 2nd place. Of course, there was another 3 shots to Sophia Popov. But we've had some fast starts. Park, Ueda, Pedersen.
Yeah, that was big. That would have been an awful 3-putt. And she knows it. Yeah, you can score on this front 9 now. It's down breeze. Wait till you get on that 10th tee.
Well, we saw her drop a shot at the first after finding the bunker. It's been a similar story here at the 3rd for Lindsay Weaver. And here's her trolley pulling major championship hopes disappearing.
3-wood for Caroline Masson. The tee's forward 7 yards today, so it's 258 to the burn. 2 committed shots required here. Got to be confident that you've got the layup correct to leave you short of that burn.
Yeah, go on.
Also finding the bunker, this time the greenside bunker for Austin Ernst.
Corder. 2nd shot to the 9th, right there in the far corner of the course by Prestwick Airport. That's a beauty. Lovely shot, lovely spin control.
$169 yards left. Pin back right. 28 yards on, 8 from the right side. You've got to, if you're going to get it close, work it in with a little fade shot. Got a 7-iron off an upslope, so if she decides to hit it high and floating, it's a good lie for it. What a cracking setup! It looks absolutely perfect.
What a sweet sound that was. And what a sweet shot this is.
Yeah, there's nothing quite like hitting off the lovely turf of a links golf course. Comes off different, without a doubt.
And this turf is a bit more juicy than some, a little softer. So it's absolutely perfect, sandy, tight lie. You can spin it off. Pop off just in the left rough, a decent line, a good angle to the flag. She's got 157 yards, bound to come out a little more bouncy than her playing partners. Needs a settler.
Well, there's a settler. What a shot.
Great reply. That's what you've got to do. You have to react well in golf, and that's a fantastic reaction.
She just seems very calm, doesn't she?
She certainly does. Third tee for Suwannapura. Stands open and sort of loops it inside, plays with a draw. Gets her hips out of the way very nicely, straight down the middle.
Well, that was some response, wasn't it, from Sophia Popov. Can she back it up with the putt as well? Inbee Park started the day 8 shots back. Through 8 holes, she's within 4, 7-time major champion. Yeah, 67 from Marina Alex, made a very good start to the week as well. Also one of the players on Team USA at the Solheim Cup last year. Lydia Ko not really making any headway. That bogey at the second, we saw pars elsewhere. Inbee playing with Aria Jatanagarn, who's a level par through her first 8 holes, and 66, lowest of the week. Laura shows what is out there.
Absolutely, and believe you me, the leaders would have been looking at those scores to make some sort of judgment what they needed to do today. Ellie Corder saw that lovely shot in, a lot of spin. Haven't seen too many balls spinning like that this week. Oh, it's hard to miss those at the moment. Those greens are pure, no wind. Good stroke.
2 over par. I've got to think, got to get to at least 2 under to have a chance, I'd say.
Yes, I agree.
Suwannapura, 130 the front, 145 the pin. You can feel it's just a hair of wind. It's probably a couple of yards helping. And the ball's slightly above her feet, so it's going to help her to work it in from right to left. This pin's tucked 7 from the left. And there's a little bank that sits in front of that greenside bunker on the right-hand side. You could get a kick off that. Sounds like there's a little bit of indecision in the club.
Same place going. I like that,
just stepping in. A great team.
Stands very open, Laura, and then sort of loops it in. I quite like it. It's a bit Trevino-esque.
It was a good illustration of what you just said. The camera right behind her there, you could really see that. Yeah.
So Minjee Lee's intention on the first, you give it a good run at the hole.
Story of Saturday that was, wasn't it? Minjee Lee grazing the edge of holes, and it's been the same story first 2 here.
130 to the pin from Russell. She's got a 9-iron in her hand. Needs a good confident strike to get some grip on the green.
Yeah, come on, come on.
Well, Sophia Popov talked about her attitude, getting rid of the negativity in yesterday's press conference. Well, it was a negative start, but here's a chance to be really positive. Well, Jamie, there you go.
Great reply, Rich. That will really do a world of good. Because the way the scoring's going, I think she might have to break par today to win.
Yeah, she knows that was vitally important. Drop shot at the first, birdie at the second. Popov back to 4 under par. Here comes the charging Park.
4 birdies in a row, playing the difficult 9th hole. What a rhythm. Beautiful rhythm. And a beautiful shot to steady there, steady. Another chance for another birdie. If she holds that, it'll be a 6th on the front 9.
Yeah, one drop shot at the second, but that apart brilliant from Inby Park. This is the par 3 5th.
They've had to move the tee up here this week because of the weather early in the week, and not a great tee shot, but a great putt from Kristen Gilman. First birdie of the day for her, goes to 1 under for the day.
2 already for Emily Pedersen. What a couple of weeks she's having.
And she rips it, Richard. I can tell you, watching on the range,